Welcome everybody to the Wheelie Good Podcast. We're back again for Stage 3, an absolute snoozer, but we do have the Stage 4 preview coming up for you shortly. But first, we are going to review Stage 3, and
Indeed.
A very good winner, but a very boring stage.
Yeah, not much really happened. I guess we'll just jump straight to the final party stage. We have... of course, my eyes on Mathieu Van Der Poel, as you know, and he had a decent lead out, but it was definitely too long of a sprint for him. In front, he would never win that against this level of riders. There's just no way. But Gomer took advantage of that, and he got his first Tour de France stage win, which congratulations to him.
Yeah, Pedersen loves himself a long, drawn-out sprint. And I think he kind of had to go early because he slightly lost the wheel of Jasper Stuyven going into the finish. He kind of got back in and then immediately went out, which I thought a bit weird. Usually it's Gaviria's job that goes super early. He didn't and actually finished second. So maybe he's finally learned that not going with 1 kilometre to go.
Like the Tour de France game
is maybe a right option. His Tour de France game tactics didn't happen today, and he finished second. So great result for Gaviria, and back to the old Gaviria that we all remember. Quick step.
And then we had the
super winner.
Then we had the crash with was it Philipsen that crashed? I think.
Philipsen, was the main name that was down. Van Der Poel had a mechanical, I think, but he was also clutching his shoulder, so I don't know if anything happened with that.
Both.
Definitely Philipsen was involved in the crash. We have had an abandon for quick steps, so Remco's lost one of his teammates in Casper Pedersen.
True.
With a broken collarbone.
Yeah.
He kind of went down in the middle of the stage. It wasn't anything actually to do with that finish crash, which looked a lot worse than it seemingly was. There isn't much in terms of big injuries for anybody in that crash. So Pedersen's the only guy that's not going to start stage 4. But we did have a big crash. It was mid-pack. So the teams at the front were able to get through it, and Intermarché Wanty were the main team that did that, which is probably a good factor as to why Guillermo could win the stage. Yeah,
for sure. Let's just move swiftly on from that great stage to...
it was incredibly boring because there was no breakaway whatsoever. There was quite a funny moment where 2 Uno X guys went up the road, Abrahamsen and Johannes Kulset, and then they realised nobody was going with them after they got 1 minute and 32 minutes without anybody attacking. So Abrahamsen stopped to urinate in a local forest and got off his bike instead of doing it on the move as they usually do. And Kulset just decided to stop and wait with him and just watch him urinate in the forest while
sounds chill.
While they waited for the peloton to get them. And after the peloton caught them, there was literally nothing on all day. There was one guy that attacked one missed French rider, so shout out to you, Fabien Grelier, for just moving the race on, making it a little bit more exciting. So thanks to my guy. But terrible stage.
But what's not going to be terrible stage, hopefully, is today's stage. We got the first mountain stage of the 2024 Tour de France. The first real test for the GC favourites. The first real battle. That's it.
And it's going to be insane. Hopefully.
Yes, hopefully. We have...
they've been talking it up, so yeah.
Oh, go on.
No, the rest of the GC guys, all of the GC guys have been talking up today's stage. And, we've got to focus on... Remco was talking about how he can't lose time to Jonas and Tadej, which is bold. I think Carapaz is his main opponent here.
Yes.
And actually, speaking of Carapaz in the yellow jersey, after he decided to contest the sprint.
Yeah.
It was interesting that one of the EF guys in Remco's little second group that crossed the line decided to sprint in front of him, even though Carapaz had technically already got the jersey by that point on stage placing. But, you can never be too sure.
No, of course.
But yeah, Carapaz is in yellow. Everybody's on the same time because that crash was in the final 5 kilometres.
Yeah.
So it's the same situation for GC, and it means we've got the 4 best riders, maybe not because Roglic is at 21 seconds, but we've got 4 really good GC guys on the same time going into today.
Yes, sir. And it can very well change because we got 2 category 2s. The first one, not so steep. Second one, a bit steeper. Shouldn't cause too much trouble, I guess, but maybe, fill it out some riders. And then we got the final big climb, the HC climb, which is not too steep. It starts off as like rather average, and then like halfway through gets a bit steeper. I know because I played the game, the stage in the game. That's why I know. So it's not really a Vingegaard kind of climb because it's not really steep or hard enough, I would say. Unfortunately.
Yeah, you're kind of right there. The only thing really is the altitude.
Yeah.
Going to be over 2,000 meters, of course, and the bonus seconds on top of the climb. So it could suit Pogacar in that sense,
for sure,
with it being a sprint for the bonus seconds.
Yeah.
I think the descent will be interesting. Because both of them seem to be equally good descenders. Vingegaard maybe slightly better.
Yeah.
So if Vingegaard has a gap, then perhaps he could open it by a couple of seconds on what is a pretty scary descent to the finish.
I feel like they might end up together though. If like Pogacar's in front, I feel like Vingegaard might catch him. If the other way around, I feel like it might be the other way around as well. Because I don't think either of them want to risk too much to extend the lead, but they might want to risk a little bit more to not like lose time anyways.
I think you could see Carapaz trying a demon descent to save the jersey. But that's the only guy I can really see giving it full beans on the descent, bar maybe Pidcock.
Yeah, for sure.
So who do you have then to win? Are we talking Poggy? Are we talking Jonas? Are we talking somebody else even?
Oh, do I want to do something not likely for once? I don't. Well, I'll have to think about that first if I want to do something unlikely.
Do you want me to go first?
Go.
I've got my options locked and loaded. I think that Vingegaard will finish ahead of Pogacar.
Oh.
But I am so scared to bet against the break.
Yeah,
today,
that's
just because the breakaway has been so dominant so far in this tour. Already 2 wins out of 3, and David Gaudu's secretly lost 20 minutes. So I think he's going to be able to go into the breakaway and be allowed to.
Yeah.
And he's obviously one of the best climbers
he'll
in the tour. That's obviously not doing GC.
Yeah.
So I think I've got David Gaudu from the breakaway, and then Vingegaard to just about beat Pogacar. But I don't think they're going to take any seconds on each other.
I could see Bardet also going into a breakaway again and trying at one more. I would actually love to see him winning one more stage. That might be what I'm going to go for him to be the stage winner. That would actually be really cool. Because I have a feeling that most teams will not really help UAE to pace. Because they're going to be looking for the bonus seconds for Pogacar, who's like, well, he's the big favourite for that if they sprint in a GC group for the seconds. So I don't think that UAE will then, pace the entire stage for the breakaway. So I'll think, breakaway to go all the way, Bardet to win hopefully, and Vingegaard just not to lose time. That's all I'm hoping for.
I think Carapaz to lose the yellow jersey as well. He's going to limit the losses, but he's not going to...
I think he's dropping on the climb, to be honest. Quite early on. Just have a feeling.
But it is a little bit of a throwback to sort of 2021 when it was Vingegaard, Pogacar and Carapaz. Carapaz would just sit on Vingegaard and Pogacar. And just let him do all the pacing.
Yeah, that was great.
So time for that hilarity once more.
Yep.
But this race has been pretty hype so far. I've been really happy with it. today was obviously a boring stage, but because it's been a good winner, like, you've had so many weird winners so far. Like, in the age of the UAE Super Team and the Visma Super Team, the first three teams that have won have been DSM, Arkea, and Wanty. Like, what?
It's kind of nuts.
But what do you see the GC top 4 being then, given that Carapaz won't be in the yellow jersey?
Well, I mean, Vingegaard and Pogacar, one of them, I guess, might take the yellow jersey at that point, I suppose.
Do you think Pogacar wants it?
I know.
Seemingly, definitely.
Yeah, I don't think he wants it. But, I guess if there's no bonus seconds to gain from getting in front of Jonas, he might just try and go behind Jonas or something. I could see Remco actually taking it if he makes it up to him. Because I feel like he'll probably take it if he can. So yeah, I think definitely those three. And I don't remember what the standings are exactly at the moment.
I think it would be hilarious if Jonas and Tadej are both locked with each other. Remco's like 15 seconds behind towards the bottom of the climb.
Yeah.
And then they both don't want the jersey and all both just slam on the brakes and then Remco flies past and
I
takes
feel like that very well might happen. It would be hilarious.
Or they just do like the UAE Rafa Majka Tadej Pogacar of last year. Was it last year at the Tour of Slovenia? Where they were like rock, paper, scissors for the stage win.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then Majka won, so Majka took the stage.
Yeah. We have, so Tadej, Remco, Vingegaard, Bardet 6 seconds. Well, I guess if Bardet wins the stage, he's going to take the back the jersey. So I guess if I am to go with my prediction, then Bardet's going to be in yellow. And it's going to be Bardet, Vingegaard, Bardet, Remco, Vingegaard and Pogacar in the top 5.
That's actually quite a good bet, yeah, because Bardet's one of the best descenders in the peloton. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
I think Red Bull Bora are going to want Roglic to have a recovery day. So I think he'll move into the top 4, probably in 4th. But yeah, I'm going to go Tadej in yellow, I think.
Fair.
Even though he doesn't want it. He kind of gets forced it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tadej, Jonas, Remco, Roglic, I think will be my top 4 come the end of today.
I'm sure we're going to be right on the mark. 100%.
As always with this podcast.
Yes, come back tomorrow to find out.
And that's all we've got. A boring stage. Maybe not a boring pod. I think we've discussed some potentially interesting scenarios. I'd love to see both GC guys jam on the brakes, man. It would be just prime Tour de France.
Yes, sir.
That's what we want to see.
Yep.
But yeah, that's the end of today's podcast. We will see you once the Tour de France is back in France for good. Stage 5. We're going to be doing it all over again. And back to the sprint stages. So don't fall asleep. Today is not the day to fall asleep.
Stay awake.
Have a good one.
And stay hydrated.
Yes.